Hello, my audience. I seem to figure out what movie I was going to talk about. I think to got a good idea. I'm going to talk about Joker, 2019 flick. I give it a 6 out of 10. It's a perfectly fine, mediocre movie. 6 out of 10 for me. Well, you're not sure why it's called Joker other than being named after that DC character villain that's known for being a DC villain and Batman's greatest, most famous villain. And, so you would think that this movie, if you didn't saw the trailer, you would think that based on the title of this movie, you would think that Batman would be in it. And it would be a Joker and Batman versus sort of tell from Joker's point of view based off the title alone. But don't worry. Filmmakers like this director, what's his name? And Todd Phillips, the director, filmmaker, knows how to destroy your audience expectations as DC fans by not giving you at all what you wanted, but less than what you could ever ask for in a standalone Joker movie that has little to no inspiration from Joker from the source material. And taking more ideas from King of Comedy, and makes you wonder why the fuck is this not a remake of King of Comedy? Modern interpretation remake of King of Comedy, instead of why did it have to be a Joker movie if it doesn't have anything to do with Joker, or Batman, or his other villains in his world? Why is it not representation of all the whole world of Batman, not this Joker? So it makes you question: is this really even a did this really even had to exist, or did this really need to get greenlit? Did this really need to get made? I don't think so. I think this didn't need to even be a DC film. Because it makes you wonder, with so much realism, world logic, it makes you wonder, did this really need to be marketed as a comic book movie? Couldn't this be a remake of a different movie like King of Comedy? It made more money, probably would have. And, I'm just going to say, I think Jared Leto is a better Joker than Joaquin Phoenix. And Heath Ledger is a better Joker than Joaquin Phoenix because he has a Batman to work off of his benefits being his Joker. What does Arthur Fleck's Joker, played by Joaquin Phoenix, has as a foil to be the goody two-shoes that foils Fleck and makes him into the iconic villain he knows that you know him as? Nothing. No villain, no hero to go with his, no yin to his yang. He doesn't have his opposite polar half, Batman. So therefore, he doesn't really kind of become the criminal Gotham that he's known for. He kind of becomes another different version of. He's less of the. He becomes less of the clown prince of crime and more of inspires a cult to encourage his madness of the Joker character he created. And it's just, well, this is fine and dandy. What does the fuck does this have to do with the Joker from DC Comics? Not a thing. It's just a bunch of Hollywood nonsense of made up bullshit by Todd Phillips' ego. With the help of Joaquin Phoenix to bring it to life, his bonkers imagination of a movie that barely has anything to do with Joker from the DC world of comics of any kind, brand. I mean, I'm not sure what does this have to do with Joker from DC Comics? It feels like a whole load of nothing. Especially how and the fact that this Joker is not really a false narrator, but just has symptoms of some sort of dementia or early Alzheimer's, because he gets reality and fantasy mixed up not intentionally. And that only happens that's like the whole movie. That's what the movie is going for one scene. But then there's not other scenes like that. So he's not really a false narrator because he's not often in his head that often, like the character was in the King of Comedy. So maybe it would have made a shitty version of the King of Comedy remake. Because in the movie The King of Comedy, which I just want to say is Robert De Niro's probably his best performance, because I'm saying, in the movie, those who haven't seen the movie King of Comedy with Robert De Niro, starring Robert De Niro in the role, as the main character, he's a comedian that's a comedian that can't get off the ground that easy. Like trying to get a bit into the business, but can't get into the business. So he commits a crime to be, for one night, to be the king of comedy and just be a one-night winner for a night as a successful comedian while making a guy disappear. And kidnapping him. And so it is a bit of a funny yet disturbing movie, but it's better Joker. It feels somehow more of a Joker movie than what Joker was going for. And ironically, the 1989 Batman flick with Joker, Jack Nicholson's portrayal, feels more like a Joker movie than this movie is, and justifiably more of a Joker movie, because Joker gets more screen time than Batman in the 1989 flick. Batman's character is more shown from the shadows and slowly revealed, and like you see more of him, more screen time throughout as the movie gets more towards the end. He gets more screen time at the end than in the beginning of the movie. The first Batman film was Michael Keaton. So this movie just feels like a mediocre fluke of a mistake that made money of a movie. That's why I give Joker, a 2019 movie, a 6 out of 10 for mediocre. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video. My name's Jake. Subscribe to my channel. Like this video. Goodbye. Till next time.